Well, this game goes beyond the pitch. The shared rivalries, the shared former number 9s, the shared ex-head coaches and enviable trophy cabinets. East Bengal versus Bengaluru is filled with stories replaced by the hustle of Sovik Chakraborty. Ezejari returns up front after being dropped for the first time this season. He's partnered. But Bengaluru need to wake up after that defeat against the Blasters, and that means creating at least one big chance, which surprisingly they did not in that game. But it is the collective that'll take either of the two sides across the finishing line. Bengaluru's defeat was slightly surprising, Prad, but East Bengal finally have momentum in their sails. Well, one coach who defends by attacking as much as possible and the other yet to show his cards. The last three meetings between the two teams have seen both of them win a game each and draw one. Kuziev with the ball in. It was aimed at Sana Singh, who just strayed offside. Good challenge to take the ball away from Sanchez. And Miguel went down. His name is in the top 3 most fouled players. Back. It's on his right side, Ashik! And that is a collector's item. So unexpected, but when these two teams play, expect the unexpected.
Goal defenders did allow him to cut back inside on his right foot, but once he's on his right foot, unleashes an absolutely unstoppable drive, always rising into the top corner. Prabhsukh and Gill with absolutely no chance whatsoever, and that's how you impress your new manager and thrive on this season.
Asking for the free kick, it's been given as well, and a yellow card comes out. Miguel whips it in. It's a really good delivery, excellent, instinctive, impulsive Anwar Ali, who simply cannot stop scoring.
You could see the run coming up a mile away from Anwar. No one's really gone with him, but it was Roshan who was supposed to stay with him. Missed him on the first phase, missed it on the second phase as the ball rebounded to him. A really brilliant improvisation from Anwar Ali, just reacts faster than anyone else. So an overhead kick last.
After which the corner came.
There you just see what a difference that goal makes now. Every single challenge being cheered by the home crowd. That puts a little bit extra sort of pressure both on the players as well as the likes of the referee Ashwin, and it creates that atmosphere which some players can handle, some fade away. Speaking about pressure.
It's already started. It started with a yellow card, possibly for Ezejari for persistent.
And then obviously the retaliation.
Oh, he's been sent off. Miguel has been sent off. And trying to create space on his right foot, Edmund. Just couldn't curl it in.
Yeah, this way you're going to have to see players the likes of Edmund, Ezejari, the ones with that individual brilliance who can take players off block. You wonder, do Bengaluru FC have the guy, have the players to be able to break them down? And here we go. Again.
Kept in play, now Suresh's turn. Chetri's flick on and Sanchez went for the spectacular.
Now the match week for overhead kicks. So one yesterday, one earlier on this game to level things, and
with another fine touch to take it in his stride. He's got 4 for company. All looking up and looking towards Prabhsukhan. Prabhsukhan's touch and then bundled in by Suresh. It's an error where he couldn't put enough distance between himself and the ball.
Well, Ryan Williams can exploit that space, but as he just delayed it, it got numbers back and you felt they sort of snuffed out the danger. Some mistake from the goalkeeper. Now, how many times have we seen it this season?
Trying to work his way into the box, which he has somehow. And then Gurpreet was well placed. Ashik changing his wings. Crosses with his right this time, almost into the path of Brian Sanchez, just behind him in fact. And this time Ryan Williams' turn to go into the book on a yellow. And Suresh is just straight offside. And that's the end of a first 45 filled with goals and cards and so much drama that it took away from everything good that's happened on the pitch. East Bengal fought back after Ashik Kurunian had opened the scoring with an absolute belter.
Keep things tight. We will get our moments. Even with 10 men, they'll feel they'll get their opportunities. And I think that's got to be the mindset of how East Bengal approach the second half.
Ball towards Bipin. He's up against Ashik. Bipin with his left. And goes straight to Gurpreet this time, who went low. There is protection just under the wall if he decides to do that. But Chetri goes straight into it. And Kuziev's touch was disappointing. That's a good ball towards Chari. Had to attack it, and then Southwest presented back again! East Bengal have fought back!
On the counter-attack when they needed him. Now Bipin's shot came in, they cleared it the first time. They came with the clearance, but as it fell to Saul Crespo, first shot was blocked by Sana. He was the first one to react.
Kuziev. Decent delivery at the near post where Ryan Williams was lurking.
A little bit of a change now. And what initially we had thought, Sunil Chetri, like we said, the obvious one, hasn't really managed to make any sort of impact in this game.
Roshan steps onto it. Ashik. Neat turn for Sanchez. If he can spring back on Sanchez, and Prabsukhan this time safe. It's just that ball which it came in, sent in by Varshne. Kuziev sending it in wide for Varshne. Oh, what a ball that is. Ryan Williams getting past Prabsukhan Gill. What a phenomenal goal! Ryan Williams has silenced the Salt Lake again. This for a perfectly weighted pass, and even if it was a little too heavy, Ryan Williams had enough in his tank to outpace Prabsukhan and send in a ball which would have been poked in by Arsh. The good delivery. Balls to Sanchez, he's got that wrong. Calming presence and just his positioning, his interceptions, the way he keeps recycling possession. And Soyberg's asking for a foul.
Dig into that basket in the coming seasons.
Here's Soyberg, a little glimpse of goal and then pulled the trigger, but straight at Gurpreet. So East Bengal with the corner, and it's come out to Nandakumar, who's made a complete mess of that on the half volley on his strong side. Only worry for Bengaluru's fans will be the lack of control of this game. Maybe Vinith Venkatesh can put those fears to rest, but excellent challenge again from Sibi, throwing his body in the way. Bipin. Can they find a way? Here's Soyberg! They have found a way! East Bengal's daring and delight at doing the difficult. A 97th minute equalizer.
They played on. Well, Bengaluru were ball watching, and as that landed through a sea of blue, it fell to the man it should fall to. Soyberg, the striker, calmly just slots that pass.
Of Kolkata, but possibly also in the maroon and green half. What an ending! East Bengal not undone under pressure is not yet theirs. What a game, what a scoreline. And the sheer stories to take away from here.